Represent billion people, I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Right between West and Augusta, where them two roads meet, they call it Wilkinson Street. Manners and respect was like a sign blank check. It seems the ones that coming after quick to disrespect. You see, this life in the ghetto never easy. So many hungry days break till it grieve me. But I doing the best I can, trying to turn my dollar to 100 grand. I represent the ghetto people, I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Don't take no back talk, no bribe or no joke. If you find fire, you definitely find smoke. Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Bintan, I say up and running. Caliban say my boy don't ever give in. 7 years of farming, watch the crops them coming. True they see a humble thing, the lion sleeping.
Good evening, Bahamas, and welcome to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. I am your host, Valentino Brown, host of the talk show Inside the Inner City. Our telephone numbers tonight are 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. You can text us, powered by BTC, at 422-GR96. I am your host, Valentino Brown, and on this wonderful show, Inside the Inner City, that comes on every Friday at 6:30 to 8 p.m., I want to thank all of the audience, all of the listening audience who I meet along my journey, traveling through Nassau, New Providence, and who compliment me on such a wonderful job that I'm doing on the airwaves, but mostly what I'm doing for my country, and being honest about it, finding solutions for the country's problem, talking about all the invisible stuff that happens in the country that goes undetected, and give great advice on how we can make it a better country. Tonight on Inside the Inner City, we have a wonderful guest in studios. He is a Bahamian renowned, self-made guy. He has done and made the Bahamas real proud. Real proud in the country. And from time to time, we want to show our appreciation for persons like this young man who are in studio tonight. You can sit anywhere. You can sit anywhere. Just your mic. Let me get him set up. Yes. And we want to show our appreciation for young persons who go in this country and take advantage of the best opportunity that presents itself when they have the opportunity to meet persons who will give them a heads up. That means help them to grow. So we have not other than celebrity artist who is renowned, and he made this happen by surrounding himself with the right set of people, but also pushing, never stopping. And this is how you can transform yourself to become very successful once you get hands up from persons who are very positive in the country. And I wanted him to be on the show today to highlight how he started off and where he is now. Can he financially take care of himself and his family based on his education and the skills and talent he has developed over the years of just working hard. So I want him to introduce himself not to the Bahamas, but also to the world.
Good evening, Bahamas. Good evening, everybody. My name is Jamal Roll. I'm known as the celebrity artist. Good night, Mr. Valentino Brown, big time Scrooge. I appreciate you extending an invitation for me to hear my story.
Yes, it's important, and you deserve it. You deserve it because I met you a few years ago at Rotary, yes. And I was speaking for the behalf of the inner city people and asking those who were there at the event to lend a hand. And Richard, I met you and I heard your story and I saw the success of you, and I was very intrigued and very happy to see that, hey, you surround yourself with the right set of people, you take their advice, and you never know where you're going to end up in life, and you've been very successful with that.
Yeah, I mean, it was Pleasure meeting you, seeing what you're doing, and just hearing your story, and to actually meet you. Similar to your story, a lot of similarities between you and I. I grew up in the inner city. In fact, on my way here, I passed through Angliston. I grew up Lincoln Boulevard.
Wow.
Grew up, spent a lot of time in Montel Heights. So occasionally I would drive through just to sort of, still stay in touch, see who I could talk to and I could help. Because contrary to popular belief, I didn't come from a highfalutin, high-end, or rich family. That's what everybody think. I went to some private school, and I
Yes.
came from this affluent background. No, I came from a very underprivileged background. Yeah,
Home and community.
community. Came from a family of 13
Wow.
kids, and so it was very
Wow.
hard. I went
13.
to
Wow.
almost every school: Centerville Primary, Oakfield Primary, Claridge Primary.
Oh.
I went to A.F. Adley, C.H. Reeves, and I graduated from R.M. Bailey. So I would have came into contact with probably everybody from every inner city because I grew up all around. Just being underprivileged, we moved a lot. We were evicted a lot, and so we lived everywhere. And sometimes when you're the new guy, man, boy, I told plenty gotta be the new guy
In the neighborhood.
in the neighborhood, in the school. Man, when they look back, I like, wow, boy, it was rough. But something rough on the streets, but it helped me to become an astute business person, to be
Wow.
that strong person
Yes.
around the business table. I find that whenever I'm in a room with whoever I'm with, I'm never afraid to voice my opinion, even around the negotiation table. And I find that just growing up in the city, you have to be street smart. You have to know how to survive. And it's helped me to develop myself into a worldwide brand. A lot of people would see my work and say, you do some great work. And that's a part of it. But a big part of it is me developing a business acumen to go along with that, to take my work to the next level. Because you have a lot of talented brothers who I wish I could paint like them, who look at me as an inspiration. But I find that a lot of the creative community neglect to learn how to the business of their craft, and that helped me to take it to the next level.
So it's basically who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. I always want to be a part of a circle where I can learn, which is why the Rotary Club that I joined is the Rotary Club of East Nassau. And that's an old club.
Yes.
That's probably one of the oldest clubs. And at the time, they wanted me to join Rotaract, because that was more of the people in my age.
The younger
at the time.
generation.
Yeah. But I was like, no, man, I don't want to be with I want to be with their fathers and grandfathers who's already
Established.
successful. And
Yes,
I want to
yes.
learn from them. I can't learn
I saw
from
you.
my
I saw
parents.
you.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
surprised.
like,
I was surprised.
I can't learn from my
I was
parents.
surprised. I was
No.
surprised.
I want to learn from the people not the people trying to make it, the people who already made it. So I got to sit around the table to sit there with Knowles and Brad Simonitz and Brianna Puch and just see what I could learn from them. And I always did that. So an advice is anybody that you could learn from. And when you is the person who is the smartest, most powerful person in your circle, then you need to move on to another circle. So that's the only way to stretch you. Because a lot of times you become you surrounded by people who just say yes and have so much respect for you that they're afraid to tell you the truth that could help you get to the next level.
I understand.
So I've surrounded myself who were wealthier than I was, older than I was, more experienced than and it helped me a lot.
Yes.
to get to the next. In the room where I felt like, wow, this is a big room.
Yeah, I mean, I was amazed, come to the meeting and I look around, I read the newspaper a lot, I know who's the business set of people in the country.
Yeah,
And when I look around, I say, wow, and I saw you, and I see everyone's eyes is on you, I say, you have to be doing something spectacular because they really, really respected you.
Yeah, man, it's a good thing. Rotary has helped me to stretch as an individual to help out in the community. And I mean, I didn't even really take advantage, I guess, perhaps I should, in the networking part of the arena. I guess it just came naturally because I like to talk and people like to talk to me, but just that you could help somebody, help out the community, the humanitarianism part of a person, it's really important for me to give back to my community. I help a lot of people quietly because I know what it's like struggling.
Quietly, you help people quietly.
Yeah, I don't like.
You resemble me.
Yeah, because I don't like.
Facebook and taking pictures of giving someone
me
gift.
give. I just that my cord it just hurt me. Sometimes I'm just like, don't let nobody know because I say, well, I was that same kid who was hungry and I sat in the same seats in the schools and I was disadvantaged. I wasn't supposed to be where I made it if you look at the common statistic from the person who came from the area I went to, who went to the school I went to. Because like me and you and I, a lot of our friends in jail or dead.
Yes.
And so I'm happy to debunk that the ridiculous notion that says if you come from the streets, then you cannot be
achieve your
successful.
goal.
Yeah.
That's only a mindset. Because
Yeah.
look where we are. I never knew I was going to be in a station, be in a talk shows.
Yeah.
I never thought it in 100
Shoots.
years.
I on the radio station, Valentino Brown. I made it, mommy. I made it, mom.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, by the way, you saying your mom? Say a special request to your mom, because she must be a wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful lady.
yeah, man.
'Cause
Let me celebrate.
single parent or
No, I
Not
was
a mo-
fortunate to come from a family of a mother and father present.
present.
And we didn't have much, but
No, with not with how many was it? 14?
13.
13.
but,
That's
but
yes.
we
God
grew
bless
up.
you all. God
Yeah,
bless you.
they grew us up on
That's blessing.
godly principles.
Yes, that's blessing.
honest
13, wow.
principle. And so my mother and father really did their best, and
they-
I'm thankful for that to experience it. So a lot of times, like when I share my story, I don't really say it to say, well, it was part of to try to be the typical rags
Yes.
to riches story. But I mean, for me, I just use that to say I can make it, to use that fight to make it to the next level, and it has helped me.
So you yourself, you married?
Yes,
You're
I'm
married?
married
So
enough.
your mom and dad were married also?
Yes.
So you fall in their footsteps.
Yeah, they set a good example for me.
So by you seeing how they went through their struggles, you know,
Yeah,
some nights
yeah.
they might not have no food, but they scrap something to cook
Yeah.
for the kids, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you seeing this in
definitely.
your eyes, and you saw that some nights, you go to your bed with stomach bubbling, but
Yeah, I had a couple of
tomorrow you'll see the daddy go do something to
something to make it work.
make it
Yeah.
work, and then the mom would cook it. But you see the struggles, and over the course of the years, you see them still stick together. See,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
very important, and you yourself experienced that, and that is why you're married today, and you're headed in the right direction.
Yeah, and that's helped me. I mean, having a rough childhood has helped me to fight to not want that for my kids. And so now,
to not want that for your kids.
yeah, and so now I'm
It's
jealous.
your
of-
drive now. This is your drive.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is your drive now.
Yeah. I'm jealous of my kids now. I'm like, they growing up so privileged, and I'm like, sometimes, but
You see in the
I
road,
guess-
you see in the side of the, you know.
yeah, they don't know that you can't, you
You gotta go to pump
want.
for water.
Oh man, I mean,
Seeing the bully
listen,
down the road.
They ain't know about that. So, Mike, if you see the water ain't coming out of the fridge, press the fridge and the water ain't coming out, that's a nightmare. I'm like, we used to have to walk for buckets of
Yes,
water and jugs of water. And I mean, And so I'm happy that
Yes.
that's that and they kids doing good in school and all of that. So I reward them well for being good kids.
How many kids you have?
Two girls.
Two girls. Wow.
9
You
and
have a
10.
big family, man.
9 and
You're gonna have a big family.
No, man, I finished. You trying to put this on me with big fat boy? No, I
Not
stayed.
your blood, right? Contain you.
Yeah.
You
No,
not your
man.
blood, that's your blood.
I good. I know coming from a big family, I don't want a big family. I stop people say go for the boy. I be good. I'm
you
the
good.
boy, man. I good.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit your wife. How you met your wife?
Well, both of us have common interests in art, and I used to draw at the Marina Village at Atlantis. She's a practicing artist, but she is artistic.
Wow. 1 second. I want you youngsters and those who listen to the radio airwaves, you hear what the man, surround yourself with someone compatible to you, not someone who's going to tell you to do negative.
Yeah.
And she herself, like you said, is an artist.
Yeah. So she's believed in. I don't know, when I first started, it wasn't. I'm doing well now as an artist, but it wasn't so easy. It was nights where I would have to stay up 4 o'clock in the morning just to try to get to meet somebody to present a portrait to them and hopefully get to the next level. And for her, she believed in me, and sometimes I'm like, listen, I can't really talk, women need their time and to talk, but right now I trying to finish this portrait. And so she stuck with me, and when we got married, a lot of times I just couldn't, like, if I had my first child and I had to go and run from the hospital to meet with Katy Perry, and I'm like, that's
Wow, that's crazy.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. You have a choice.
Right, my firstborn.
Let's say that again. Say it again. That's also amazing.
I know, but that's some crazy stuff. I ran from the hospital to meet my first. Hey, nice to meet you. Da 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 da. But I have Katy Perry. I gotta meet this. I needed someone like that to diversify my portfolio to help me to get to the next level.
Oh,
So that was she allowed me to do that. That was some serious belief.
that was your opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
And that changed the whole concept of your life.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. And so she allowed me to do that because she believed that with all this work you're doing, you must succeed. And even today, I still practice, and she still say, I can't believe you still practicing. You, so successful as an artist and do such good work, and you still practice. But every day, I still trying to learn something new, trying to get better, trying to keep up with the times, technology, e-commerce, and just to remain present. Because I find that a lot of people, they stuck in their time and they don't know where time go. They don't know when it's past them. And so just to keep me fresh as an artist, I always try to learn, see what other people come, see what I can learn from someone else. Because I'm just appreciative to be in the position that I'm in, to have a dream of being an artist. I used to be sat in the classroom, just, I guess, armed with a pencil and a paper and a dream to say one day.
You're in the classroom and you get a pen, a pencil, and a paper.
Yeah, I used to draw.
It was done in your mind then.
Yeah, I knew that
Destiny.
this is what I wanted to be.
Wow.
And so I used to draw a lot in classes. I got in trouble a lot for not really paying attention to my class work, particularly math. And I remember the teacher I was drawing of. I did this funny caricature of the teacher. And as everybody passed it around in laughter, the teacher found it. And instead of scolding me, he paid me for it.
He encouraged you. Wow, that's awesome.
And so, hence the start of my career. That was a defining moment in my life, because I really realized that this thing that I love, I could make some money from it. It was $10, but I was like, wow, I made $10 for my work. So pretty soon, I started to draw every other teacher, and so it was the start of my career of me getting paid as an artist from school.
You all listening to this? This is very important. Start off from nothing, just going to school. Just by him having an opportunity to go to school, and then his soul and body took to what he was made for, and that is being an artist. And he got his pencil and his paper, and then he, I guess you started drawing your teacher, and you got your
I
first
started
$10.
drawing, yeah.
So $10 was plenty of money.
Yeah, I started to multiply it, and then as things grew, I started to get better, develop my craft more, started to create a clientele. I used to, after school, I used to draw in Prince Rogers Wharf. Then I went Butch Rogers Wharf. Then I went to drawing at the Marina Village Atlantis, where I started to meet celebrities. And then pretty soon, one celebrity would tell another celebrity, and then I started to meet big celebrities like Oprah, and then did portrait of Prince Harry.
Wow.
Then was invited to Italy to meet with the Pope to do a portrait.
I saw that.
And so,
Amazing.
And it helped my brand to become a brand, my name to become a brand and a lot of people would want work from the artists that did Oprah, Prince Harry, and Pope. So I started to get busy. I was able to raise the quality, raise the price, and have a solid foundation where I enjoy a decent lifestyle as an artist.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. You know, just to meet the Pope, some presidents can't meet the Pope.
Yeah, I remember that being interesting for me because, I mean, I'm not Catholic or nothing, so I didn't even. It was 80,000 people.
80,000?
80,000 people there just to see him, just to see a dot of him, and I'm right here because there was this whole audience because he conducted mass, and it was all these people, and it was raining, and they
It was
stood
raining?
there.
You see how lucky you are? You
Yeah.
are? You know what they say about rain, right? Rain is the blessings.
Blessings, yeah, the showers of blessings, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I'm thinking, here I am, the guy from Angliston to the Vatican.
Guy from Angliston. You hear that? You hear that?
Yeah,
Inspiration. A real ambassador. Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. So I just want to encourage everybody to, whatever it is that you want to do. Some people go a lifetime without ever tapping into their true potential, without ever tapping into their gifts. Because unfortunately, we have a lot of dream killers who come, as friends, family, even parents, unfortunately, who kill a lot of people's dreams. I stuck with my dream and still working on it. And I just, a person who you would always say one day, you can make it one day. But I hope everyone listening could use me as an example of somebody who who actually made it.
Well, you past made it. Your name is gonna live forever in our country and around the world. Your legacy is already made. You don't reach a peak. You're done a Hall of Famer. So I don't know. That's the sky's the limit.
Oh man, I'm still working on it.
I know.
Still working. I'm happy though to be in the position just to do what I love. I feel like God has blessed me with a talent and to find a way that people enjoy it. It always amazes me that I just do what I know what to do, and to see people like it, it's like, wow. I mean, why people like it, even from in hindsight, I remember that I used to draw caricatures of the happenings around school and around the country. And, today, for one of the newspapers, I'm the editorial cartoonist. So that was preparing me for that this years ago. But now this is what I do on a daily basis.
Oh, just amazing. So you're able to take care of yourself. And I want to send a special thanks to your mom and father for doing such a outstanding job, because now they're able to produce a fine human being off the soil of the Bahamas, you know.
Yes,
and
sir.
I sure every day they're so proud, because you made me proud. Every time I look at the man, this guy is just awesome. I see the guy is meeting the Pope, he's doing Oprah, he's doing, you right, portraits of even normal human beings, you know, and you're doing portraits of them, and it's just amazing to see the smiles you put on people's face, you know. The last one, I killed myself laughing. I can't remember the lady name, but she grew up around by us in the Cranston community. And then she said, "Man, Jamal, you showed us to me, so you do the watch it more pretty than me."
Yeah. Yeah, she said, I know I'm beautiful, but this even more beautiful.
yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah. I'm happy, you know, because it's one thing for outsiders to recognize your talent, but you know, my proudest moment is that I could say that I have the support from my own people. The Bahamian community
That's
supports
awesome.
me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I pray we're proud of you too. Listen, let's just not just about
No,
me.
this is about you today,
We
man.
be proud of you too.
Yeah.
Seeing what you're doing, seeing where you came from.
Yes.
I think you're an exemplar for the people from the inner city to see that you could turn your life around and become something. So I congratulate you on that.
Thank you very much. You're such a wonderful young man, you know, and I want to encourage persons out there. We are a prime example on how you can make changes in your life, you know. Don't let the obstacles in the community send you on the wrong path. You know, this young man, yeah, he could have been just like any other young man now. Now he's married, has 2 kids, you know, taking responsibility. This is what a real man is all about. You know, this is what a real gangster is, okay? A person who goes out there and take care of his responsibility. Because I want to say something to you young guys. Think about this. If you live to be 50, you don't have a house, but you have 5 children.
That's a common statistic.
Think about that. Just think about that for a minute. So how your children supposed to provide? You didn't, I don't know, you trying to tell me in your 50 years, you don't have an opportunity to make things a little better for your kids? Their suffering is going to be 20 times more because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. So if you're out there being bad, making the wrong mistakes, right? Time can pass you, and the opportunity for you to become a successful person will dwindle away. So you have to make choices. Surround yourself with people who wants to help you. Take advice from people who are successful. This is very important, because if you don't, you're going to waste your whole life. You're going to end up on the streets. Now, I'm not being, how should I say this? I'm not throwing jazz at nobody on the streets, because people have problems, and problems break them down and they get stressed. But many persons out there now, because they can't see a next dollar. They have nowhere to turn. All their friends are gone. All their opportunities are gone. So what they do? They give up on life. Don't give up on life. Wash your bread in your body. Make positive choices. Okay? Be successful so that you can take care of your family. You know? Our biggest problem is in this country, Jamal, is that many of us make mistakes over and over. And we go there and we deceitful against our brothers and sisters, and don't take the time to focus on ourselves, you know, to make ourselves, our life, you understand what I'm
To
saying?
better ourselves, man. I agree with what you're saying, and I just want to piggyback on what you're saying, that you know, whilst we in the school, just talking to the school kids, because I see a lot of them who I went to school with. And so the guys that were the bad boys, and I'm seeing them now because we're in like our mid-30s now. And a lot of them, their life is like the same way it was when in school. I was considered a loser in school because, I mean, I would focus on art and stuff like that. And now everyone respects me. All of the gangsters and everything, they calling me Mr. Roll. I like, we calling me Mr. Roll. We going to school together. But it's just amazing to see how life changed. Girls who didn't like me, all of them like me now. I couldn't get a girl when I was in school, boy. Oh man,
you laugh.
I serious.
Yeah, yeah.
Gee, I can't go nowhere. That's crazy. So make something of your life, man. Don't try to impress people. Try to impress yourself. Try to make it to the next level. Fight hard for what you believe in.
As long as it's positive.
Positive, yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And that is key. You know, Jamal making me laugh now, but
I tell you, I
that's
couldn't
the
get a
truth.
girl for nothing.
No, and everyone wants to see me. And see, you earning that. See, your hardship of your mom and dad are dealing with 13 kids and the struggles, right? And then you said that by you going to this school in different areas, this school, in every area you go and you use a new kid on the block, so you always targeted.
Yeah.
Because you live in your environment where that was your birthright, and that's in Angliston. Now you're going in Hay Street, then you're going in Elizabeth Estate. So you're always displaced, you know. And it had to be very frustrating because you meet a friend, then now look, you got to move. Of course,
new
your
friends,
mom and dad can't pay rent because they're doing their best, but it just ain't. That's just how it is with thousands and thousands of payments over the course of the year. So they struggle as they go get a new apartment or rent a next house just to put roof and food on the table for you guys. And I think that is what drive you because you saw that and you don't want it to happen to your kids and you said that. I think we have a call on the line, so it's all right. We're going to take this call?
Yeah. I may take a nap.
Okay, sorry. Ali, I think we have a call on the line. Sorry, Jamal, I do you like that?
Yeah, I can.
It's on. Go ahead, caller.
I can.
You can hear anything?
Date to this dark universe
can hear
along
anything?
with you and your host. Good. Hello?
Go ahead, you talking. You could go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sound like you can't hear me. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, we can hear you properly.
Okay, this is Bremen. Let me ask you a couple of questions. One, what is a gangster or a gangster? That's my first question to you. Can you answer that for me?
I didn't even know what it is nowadays, to tell you the truth.
Well, which days you knew what it was?
I knew it was back in the early 70s and 80s and 60s.
That's just gangsterism.
That was gangsterism, according to my knowledge.
Well, I've been around in the 60s, okay? And I'm around today.
Yes.
There are no gangsters in this country. What people does is, the things that they does is stupidity. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's really ignorant, okay?
Yes, I
And you
agree.
don't glorify situations, the immaturities with people does as gangsterism. Because I've been around, right? And
I know you from as a little boy, so you ain't talking to no stranger.
okay then.
You know me, you know my mom, and you and my mom used to together.
That's
you know my
right.
daddy, so we ain't no strangers.
That's right.
All right, then.
So my point is, right? I wish you could, change your vocabulary, because when you glorify what they are doing,
Who glorifying anything? I'm not
mean,
glorifying.
when you-
I'm not glorifying none. It is what it is. It ain't happening in the bomb. 6 people just didn't get killed.
say it
47.
again,
6 people just didn't get killed.
stupidity. I won't say that's
35, 40
gangsterism.
people didn't get killed.
It's
So
stupid.
this exists in our society. In
It's-
case you don't know, it exists. It's not stupidity. It's stupidity on their side of them, but it
Yeah,
exists.
that's my point.
Yes.
That's
I'm
my
not-
point.
how
So
can
what I am saying is,
Yes,
right,
Go ahead.
make your vocabulary whereby people would change from their stupidity to, something
That's why
better.
Jamal. That's
We
why
wanna
Jamal.
build-
That's
we-
why Jamal's in studios now, explaining his life and showing you the changes he made. So I'm trying to use persons like Jamal to inspire those guys who are thinking like that to think more positive. In case you don't know what the show is all about.
Okay, I agree with you there, but when you're going to just call them gangsters,
They are gangsters. Those said, not everyone in the Bahamas is gangsters, Bremen. Not everyone in the Bahamas is a gangster, Bremen. I'm talking to the young man who are shooting the guns on the streets. They are gangsters. What you want me to say they is?
okay, you know
What
who are
is?
gangsters? You ever heard about what the guy's name?
Al Capone?
Al Capone and those.
Yes, sir.
They are gangsters.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got to set an example to make this country a better country.
Yes,
We
sir.
got to change our vocabulary, because
Well, you need to tell.
basically,
You need to
guys-
tell. You need to tell the commissioner of police, because they be saying they're gangsters too. You need to tell the minister of national security, who's saying they're animals. You need to tell all those change their vocabulary.
But of course they're
Okay,
wrong.
so-
You see, they getting
okay.
anything righteous done, or they're making anything better, because of ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
You see my point?
Yes, sir.
And everybody will get a part of this dollars. They're
Okay.
not satisfied with what they are making.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
You read the real
They're not looking at the better life for themselves and our country.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we gotta. I noticed you had Nat on your show. Nat,
The Olympic. Silver
Right.
medalists and bronze medalists.
right. I remember him and the majority of guys in that area. I used to teach them, and the majority of them came out to be decent young men.
I would
And
agree.
that's what we need and want in this country.
Yes.
For
Yes.
all of us, especially for the younger generation who's coming up under us.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So don't make those guys and gals believe what they are doing. They are doing something good.
No, you don't want to say they're doing nothing good. It exists on our side, and what we are trying to do, right? If you don't understand the problem, my goal is when I came on the show is to understand the problem, because I'm a prime example of what this country facing today. And I use my expertise and my wisdom and my community activism to speak on matters that exist, because we could try to run away from all we want. Unless we know the root of the problem and try
Let
to
me say
solve it.
something else.
We really don't want to have this discussion because we have Jamal on. I really want to talk about
Okay,
Jamal.
I'm going to finish with this. I've been all over the place teaching. Hello?
Go ahead, sir. You got a minute more?
Okay, I've been all over the place teaching youngsters.
Mm-hmm.
I even was teaching men who had grandchildren at the time, and I wondered, why they was doing immaturities when they had grandchildren. We got to set a better example.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you very much, Freeman. Jamal, you want to take this last call before we get back to you?
Yes.
You don't want to stay on course? Go ahead. Go ahead, caller. They're still there?
Yep. Can I see the Scrooge?
Yes, you can.
Hello?
Yes, you're on.
Okay. Hey, Scrooge.
Hey, good night.
What's going on, bro?
All is good.
Hey, look here. Yep. I's a prophet, right?
Yes,
and let me
sir.
show you this wife. I love you, bro. Let me tell you something. You just real. Now, I hear what Raymond's saying, right? But you just real. Like I say, what you been through, he ain't been through. You wouldn't understand that.
No, you wouldn't understand.
You understand me?
And he grew up with my mom, so I don't
Yeah.
understand why he don't understand.
No, but let me tell you. See, like I said before, that's his part. When I hear you, I don't really know you personally, but I listen to you often.
Yes, sir.
And when I hear you, I just like your personality, bro. Let me tell you something, yo. You was one of the most smartest. Everything you say to that fella just now, it could tell. You no one could overtalk you. You carry on like a real journalist, even though you are no journalist. You understand me?
Screech
That's
teach
just
you a
your
lot.
gift. I is a type of person. I help people. I'm a motivational speaker. I help people to enjoy life. I don't pull my brothers and sisters down. Now, if they doing wrong,
Yes,
I
sir.
could understand that. But like I said before, where you come from, bro, you could have been dead, bro. So he can't see your side.
No.
So when you see someone pulling you down, just listen and say thank you. You understand? Because he don't know what you've been through. You don't know how much people you see dead. You understand me? Facing your friends and all them who gun now. I remember the gun hawks on the rebellion crew. I know where they come from.
Yes, sir.
Like I say, I understand what he's saying,
Yes.
but he don't know what you've been through. I call you a gangster. But now, you was like a Jesus now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? You showing love. You telling the youth, don't do this, don't do that.
Yes.
You need to do some motivational speaking, man.
I do a lot.
You doing it now on the talk show?
That's what I do. That's why I don't understand what the guy, Bremen, don't understand.
Yeah, but like I said before, he have a point what he's saying, but he never experienced your life.
Yes, he has.
You see? He never see what you've been through, going to the hospital, visiting your friends who are bandaged up, you understand me?
Yes, sir.
So what you doing right now, you doing a deed. And I sure when God finished with you, you can be the next prime minister sometime even, whether it be in heaven. You understand me?
Yes,
So
sir.
keep your pace, keep focus,
Yes, sir.
promote your show, because there ain't much people like you, bro.
Thank you very much.
So I can listen.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir. And you know, Jamal, you just said this, that being on the streets prepared you for you to be such a great artist, but also to communicate with people and surround yourself with the right person. So all this is a lesson on your next journey.
Yeah, man.
I have a message here. Sorry, go ahead.
If you'd like to make
No,
a call,
okay.
please hang
I
up
got
and
your
try
message for
again.
you.
If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator.
Say, Mr. Roll, I used to work for a government office in the back of the post office on Carmichael. I have a photo you draw of my baby 12 years ago when you used to walk around getting jobs. Would like for you to see that photo now. Could you contact me? So I guess I'm gonna give them the number so you can contact them. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look, let me get a next call. We have a next call. We're gonna take this next call. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller. Caller,
Hello?
go ahead, caller.
I'm live.
Yes, you're live.
Just calling in to shout out my brother Jamal, man. Jamal is Takino.
Hey, what you saying, Kino? That sound like Bryce.
bro.
Bryce.
Yeah, man. Y'all have a true legend on the show, man. I could personally testify of Jamal's growth. Jamal has a certain skill set. He's a visionary, and the guy blessed with a faith out of this world. So, man, that's all a big up. Cause I don't normally tune into the radio shows like that, but when I hear the celebrity artists on, I have to tune in. I have to
But
call.
it's
I don't call shows ever.
Yes.
Yeah,
Enough
man. Well,
respect.
it's a pleasure to hear your voice, and it's good to see where you've made it this is a astute businessman.
Yeah, man.
Multiple businesses, and I mean, it's good to see that both of us as
The gentleman who calling in?
Yeah,
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Congrats.
Business owner.
Congrats,
Ever
man.
heard Suntime in the mall, and
Uh-huh.
they must see a million stores in the airport.
Hey,
and
man.
all.
That's it?
Yeah. So,
Man, that's awesome, man.
yeah, this
Yeah,
guy.
man. But I mean, big up to y'all though, because I like what y'all doing. I feel you, because all us have almost the same story.
Mhm.
Right? You know, they discount you, and then
Yeah, you push hard.
Right, you have
you
to echo
know?
in the background, but
No problem. No problem.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your fighting, seeing what you
That's
went
amazing.
through, and just believe in what you wanted to do, and basically take it to the next level. I see a lot of
Yeah,
the
man.
big guys.
but you
in
know,
the
God
arena.
always in control, man. So we just a seed, and what He do with us at the end of the day,
Yeah, man.
it's
And
a miracle.
no
So
one
you
could stop that.
don't count. That's that. Like people would think that like the even the young guys you see out there doing fool, and ain't that much of them, It's way more of us than there is of them. But just
Oh,
that
yeah.
bad news is
It's-
baked into it.
yeah.
You understand?
Right. Yes.
So you
That's
understand? There's
true.
a lot of guys like me who quiet in the background who doing what they have to do. We have families, we married, we can't do our responsibilities. That stuff don't make the news. Nobody want to read that.
No, that's
Mhm.
that's
But,
boring.
It's so about that, man. It's so good. There's always 7,000 reserve who didn't bow.
Yes.
So always remember that.
Awesome.
But
Yeah.
I respect Jamal. I like to talk a lot too. But every time I talk to Jamal, I listen. Listen. I don't have nothing to say. Just listen.
Yeah,
That's
man.
good.
Well, but I appreciate you calling, man, and just
Yeah, man.
being
But I'll keep
one
up
of
the good
those
work,
real
man.
friends.
And I gotta sit back and listen to you all, general.
All right, take care, man.
That's just awesome. You see, you see people showing the respect to you because, the guy, just listen to what he said just now. He said, when you talk, he don't listen. You know why? Because he watch you transform. And in some type of way, that help him transform. You talk with all those
If you'd like to
business
make a call,
here. That's awesome.
Yeah,
This is what I want to encourage guys out there to do. Change your surrounding, change your mind thinking. Be successful like the gentleman who just calling just now.
Yeah.
And yourself. There's many more out there who doing things quietly for their family. And that's the reason I say we have a lot of violent crimes in our country. We need to shift our attention, promote more young persons like yourself and the success you had, and then you could change the imagination of that
the
mindset. Because
yeah.
I changed my mindset. I used to, listen, I don't even want to go through all that, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, I appreciate you, presenting that platform for people to be inspired and considering me as a candidate to inspire people.
Of course, man. You more
So,
than that, man.
I'm happy to be here and happy to help if anybody in particular need to talk to me, I have my Facebook page available. I mean, I'm involuntarily, I get a lot of people
Yes.
reach out to me anyway, and I help a lot of people quietly. And because I realize that I've been blessed.
And you're going to help a few others.
Yeah.
You're going to help
Yeah.
lift the burden off some.
And then too with creatives, particularly the creative community, you have a lot of kids who is just like me, was that kid in the corner drawing and don't have no outlet. I mean, if it's any way it could help, I'm putting together a scholarship that I'm gonna be doing
To give back.
Yeah, that's in the making. So I can't talk a lot about it. But
1 second. You grow up from hardship, from a great mother and father, 13 siblings, moving from neighborhood to neighborhood, getting bullied here and there. You get the opportunity. Now you could get your head above water now, okay? And you now see the revolving door where you're in a position now where instead of you keeping all your life saving, all the money you're making off your portraits and contracts you're signing across the board, right? You decided to give something back.
yeah, man, yeah, because I mean, I know what it could do for somebody if
What
they
can I
have
do?
that help.
What
It
can
could
I
help
do?
you get to the next level. I really had to fight hard to get to the next level. And I think with my expertise, my experience, what I could transform to somebody could transform their life if they just have some information on how to channel their talent. It don't even have to be a talent that you were born with. It could just be something that you're interested in. I think if once you work hard at anything, you would get better at it. And it's just a mindset is the main thing to push that and to block out all the distractions that help you to get to the next level. And I meet a lot of people I would see their work and like say, wow, if they would just tweak this part of them or this part, then that would take them to the next level. So some people I reach out to, and I mean, and so I'm putting it out for creatives. If you need some kind of help to get out there, I can pass on some stuff, a lot of knowledge as well to help you to get to the next level.
Wow, that's just amazing. Why is it the person who grew up the hardest always have the biggest heart? For some strange reason. Like our heart has changed,
Yeah.
And I'm a completely different person than I was 25 years ago. You understand?
Yeah.
I could take insults. I could take people talking to me. I could take people talking about me. I could take anything right now. I can even take my girlfriend scheming on me right now. That doesn't even bother me. Because I know the consequences.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah. I think it happens because of what you went through. Then a lot of things just can't move you. Certain things could shake somebody. I don't even.
They don't move. No.
Yeah.
Are you so correct?
Yeah. It's
Yes,
like,
yes.
I didn't sleep in car and stuff. So
But
this little thing can't move me.
my point exactly.
Yeah, I don't allow a person to have power over me, not what somebody say or think about
right.
me. Whatever you think
So
about
that's your
me,
business.
that ain't none of my business.
That's your business.
Yeah, I don't even need to know that you have a problem with you. If you think you have a problem with me, it ain't a problem with me. You have a problem with you. You have to deal with that.
And what you doing? You continue to what?
You're
You're gonna keep on practicing to get better.
I'm enjoying success right now.
Yes, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about right there. Yes.
Yeah.
Focus on yourself. Stop watching other people, having conversation with people. Focus on yourself, and it's true.
Yeah, that's
It's the
true.
truth. Why do you care what someone say about you? It doesn't matter.
No,
Are they feeding you? Are they gonna put a roof over your head? Are they gonna put gas in your car? Or what they gonna do for you?
I always think that, but like a lot of people talk about LeBron James bad straight through.
What?
Like he ain't this, he ain't that,
What?
all the time, and I'm like, the guy is like a billionaire, and I mean, and that's just how it is.
But
He is one of the most successful sports athletes of all time.
And I always see so much stuff about him online, and it's like, wow. I mean, and it's unfortunate that people would use that. I mean, what they think about themselves to try to put it on someone else to make themselves feel better. And I'm a person who I don't like to hurt people. A lot of times, I would sacrifice my feelings just to don't hurt somebody's feelings.
Wow.
A lot of times. I
That's
would just,
amazing.
you know, I would make sure everybody's straight and just be like, you know,
That's compassion.
yeah.
And putting yourself above,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Service above self.
Service one about self.
We're Rotarians, man.
Yes.
Service above self.
So tell me this. You was never Rotarian.
No.
So how did you get the opportunity to get to the Rotary Club of East Nassau?
Well, upon hearing my story, they invited me to
You-
speak as a guest
Hold on, let me get this straight. Someone heard your story about you.
about what I was doing, and I think about what I was doing around the world. And I did some stuff with Prince Harry and stuff like that. And then they invited me to speak. I didn't even know what Rotary was.
Mm-hmm.
But when I entered the building, I was like, wow, okay. And I was so busy doing some drawings, I didn't even prepare anything to speak. I didn't prepare the speech, but when I went, I was like, hold on now, all these people, these high-end people who I see on TV and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, I gotta say something. I supposed to have a speech writer for the speech, you know? But, I mean, I just told my story. So I didn't have to prepare anything because I'm just telling you my story. And so that's what I did. And I guess a lot of people loved my story and how authentic I was when telling the story. And they later on asked me if I want to join. And then I researched. I started coming out to meetings just to really see what it was about.
Mm-hmm.
And I found it to be a great outlet for me to help, because that would have further taken my humanitarianism to another level. Because I used to give, but to do it on a level where Rotary right now about to diminish polio around the world.
Around the world. How much they're gonna eradicate it?
Eradicate it, yeah, from until
All the countries in the world. So that's how far they've scratched over the last
Yeah.
30, 40 years they've been doing the
So to get rid of that entire disease, that's amazing. And I went to Germany a few years ago.
to traveling the world.
Yeah, I did a live painting for the Rotary Convention, and I painted it in about 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
And I did 2 of them. It sold for, well, put it like this, it made 80 grand in
What?
total. And
It make $80,000?
yeah, because Bill Gates was a part of when somebody initially bought like one for 20-something thousand, and then another one, I forget what the price was, but Bill Gates matched what that made, and it ended up to be around 80,000. So, it was a great experience for me. I mean, and a lot of
Amazing.
it was helping to go towards just helping the world. I was able to.
And
travel
you're giving
to
back
China.
and all, you're giving back to the world. So the
Yeah.
proceeds went to
Yeah.
Wow.
I was able to travel to China to be
China?
a part of 20 of the most influential young people around the world.
You?
Yeah.
Where's Edness was?
Yeah, I know. But
Wait. Where's Edness was? That's crazy.
yeah, I had some press
Okay.
after that. That was right prior to the pandemic, so it was like 2019.
Okay.
Where I had an opportunity to meet a lot of people from around the world.
Wow.
And so art taken me to Dubai, Italy, Hong Kong, China, almost everywhere.
So you were doing portraits wherever you go. You were being requested.
Yeah.
So hold on, they pay for your, they pay
Oh
for your,
yeah, man. That's
they
a
pay
part
for your
of it.
expenses.
That's a part of it.
So
You
hold
gotta
on, let me
pay-
get this straight. Oh, this boy, you's a king. You deserve it. See what I'm saying, right? Is that you have established yourself by the hard work you put in, from you starting off in primary school with just a piece of pencil, and a piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
And now you actually getting calls from around the world, Dubai, China, to come to the country and getting a VIP.
That was, I mean, a lot of the calls I get is like, how you even know me? Because I had a request to draw Prince from Saudi Arabia.
You got to be joking.
And so it was, I mean,
You got to be, those guys give a brand new Lamborghini or whatever. You ain't get none of them?
no comment.
You know what they bless him with, boy. Oh, look here, see? God is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mom and dad, this is to your mom and dad for their hardship and being loyal to God.
Yeah, man.
Through their seeds,
Yeah.
you were bringing them wonders and joy. And I'm sure now everyone who's listening to the show are quite surprised to see what you can achieve if you surround yourself with the right set of people and have the mindset to get whatever despair you in. And that's what the show is all about. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Thanks, man.
What kind of car you driving when you're over there? Limousine or what? You drive a sports? What?
Well, it was oh, man. Well, chauffeur driven. So
Chauffeur driven. Okay. Awesome.
Because a lot of it is a part of when you book me the transportation and all of that. It's a part of it, and so. But I never thought that it would have gotten to a level where I would have had to embark on having
Awesome.
an agent to talk on my behalf. People talk to my people, kind of thing. But that just shows how it can evolve if you work hard. And I know there's somebody listening. There's another Jamal Rule who is a better artist than I am right in the Bahamas. It's a few of them, and I just want you to use my story and develop the techniques and the business acumen to say, hey, I gotta take what this guy did and do 10 times better than him. And I wish that, and I would help you if I can to do that.
So let me ask you this question. So I going way back to your primary school. When you were sitting down to the table and you could have picked up anything. You could have probably get a book. You probably could have grabbed a basketball or softball. Why is it that? I mean, why is it that you grab the pencil and
I used to draw on the walls and get beaten and still do it. So
okay.
I knew
That okay.
something with that because I can't do anything else. I can't play baseball, basketball. I can paint the basketball court, but I can't play basketball.
And you say you was also not good in maths.
No, I wasn't good.
You good in maths now?
I could count money. You gotta. I'm a mathematician.
Oh, God. Yes, my brother. Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is great. That is great. So, by being able to be a good mathematician, and God will just give you a vision to say, you know what, you don't need to be mathematically inclined. You don't have to be an A student. You don't have to be a B student. Now you just need to count 1 to 100 or 1 to 10. No how to multiply, no how to divide and take away. But He gave you an opportunity and you grab it because, like I said, God makes everything happen. Everything is air, and everything that we have on the earth came from the earth. The only thing that is not on the earth, that didn't come from the earth, is the meteors that comes from the heavens and lands on the earth.
I want to say, don't accept the status quo.
What is the status quo?
That's-
Just accept that.
Yeah.
I live in this neighborhood and I can't make nothing happen.
Yeah. And a lot of times people are informed with these ridiculous notions and take that as gospel. And you have the status quo that says you gotta just settle for a regular job or government job. And nothing wrong with government jobs. Some government jobs good. If that's what you want to do, that's cool. But I mean, if
Good,
it's
great.
something you can be creative, you could be a salesman, you could develop your own product. You can be an athlete. You can be
Yes.
you could be a basketball player. Like I know a guy. His name is Buddy Hill. I know a girl. Her name is a lady. Her name is John Quell Jones.
Yes.
You know, you can make it to the next level. I know a lady. Her name is Shawnee Miller, who biting up the
Right now,
tracks.
she's the best in the world, man.
Than the best in the
She's
world.
the best in the world.
And so I just want to say, I mean, you believe in you, work hard, stay persistent and resilient.
And you remember, before she get the greatness, I think she had a cramp, and she gets a cramp, and she didn't even compete. I think it was right, and she came back.
Yeah.
You know,
I
so you
remember
see.
that dive was iconic.
That was crazy.
That's iconic.
Hey,
And
that's
use that.
crazy.
Whenever you need to get to that spot, dive to that spot if you
Yes.
have to. Don't let nobody stop you. Use that metaphorically.
You draw that? You draw that?
Yeah,
You draw it,
I
you
drew
draw it,
that in the
photo?
paper. Say,
I
had
know, I
paper
saw
the
it. That's
next
what he
day.
said.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's
But
awesome.
I mean, listen, don't let nobody hold you back. You gotta die for that.
She
dive.
died for that. She don't want it.
She get all
Just like how you
cherry
don't
up for
want
that.
it.
Yeah.
She get all kind of strawberries and stuff
She
like that.
didn't mind that, but she got the goal. And so use that. If something holding you back, you need to get to that next level. Do the Shawnee Miller. Die for that goal.
And the lady who she beat, that was I love her.
Yeah, I like her
Felix,
too.
what's
She
your name?
nice.
What's your name? Felix? Felix. Yes.
Listen, Felix. Jesus.
Yes, yes.
Hi, wife. Hi, Ashley. Jesus Christ. But anyway, yes.
Yes, and she's just a pure athlete, and
Yeah,
she's
I like
beautiful.
her.
But I
She's
mean,
nice.
she always trains, and she always be prepared. The same lady right
yeah,
there.
she's all
So
right.
Shawnee know that
That you run it against Allison Felix.
you got to give it your all,
Yeah, and so
110%.
that's good. That happened perfectly. Like even when I look at Ramon
Miller, right? And he lived around there. He used to live around there.
I look at that and that would give you chills just seeing him run down that guy. It was like wow. I
Yes,
want
that was pure adrenaline.
Yeah.
Because they said that guy right there was one of the fastest runners.
And he was anchoring
Yes.
and this and
And you see how the little small guy, and he's so small, and I mean, when he
Yeah.
passed the you see how big the guy was?
yeah,
And
yeah.
he didn't stand no chance after that.
We have exemplars for us to say, and people who from our country, we don't have to go and look nowhere
Around the
else.
world, no.
You can look right here.
Yes.
And so I hope that for artists, I could be that for you. I could be that guy if you say, well, we have an artist who have his work in the White House, Buckingham Palace, and the Vatican.
Wow. That's crazy. So the Rotary has also opened a lot of doors for you. People don't understand the importance of Rotary, you know. If they know how the Rotaries be helping this country out, especially with donations, you would keep it more quiet.
Yeah. It's a community where give back, and the whole mantra of service above self. It's something that Rotarians take to heart. I find that just being in it is a genuine process. It isn't just something that you say for sure. Rotarians really help.
Yes. And I remember I said, I look at you, I said, and then I heard your story, and then I saw you talking to Brent, Sadawal Knowles. So when I saw Sadawal, I said, wow, that's Sadawal Knowles. And I said, wow, I know. When I saw him, right, it's like some people, right, in this life, right, they're famous, but when you see them, they have an aura, like, you attracted to them. Like, I had the utmost admiration for Sadawal, the late great Sadawal, you know?
He and I, like, became friends. Like, it was so crazy. Abruptly, when I came off stage, like, from talking, he spoke to me, and then he invited me to this luncheon.
And that's what he do. That's what
Yeah.
they do. They network.
And then I became a part of just understanding how these circles work. Like, he has circles upon circles upon circles. I'm like,
Go
and
ahead.
and we got so cool. It was like on a daily basis. It's like, okay. I used to say, boy, this dirt, I look like I see a black sun everywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
And he's so nice, man. He's a nice man.
Yeah, and
He's
I
very
used
nice.
to see him help a lot. Like, he used to go to work every day.
Not cutting you off. I watched the man was giving out checks after checks after checks.
Yeah, he helped a lot of people. I mean, and he really, that's something that he really believed in, helping people. Like, we would always talk, and he would say, Jamal, like we would say, boy, it's the same situation. Like, I can't say no. Like, he just couldn't say no.
No, you couldn't say no. I witnessed it in my own eyes for the 4 times I presented myself to the Rotary Club of East Nassau. I witnessed him helping out numerous different persons,
Yeah, he would do that.
on a constant basis. And he was always inspired to always give back, especially when I went and give a speech. And he said, I wanna meet him. And he met me, and he met my contact, Yuli, and he was assisting us in the grandstand area, with small donations here and there. And come to find out that going to Rotary East Nassau, many of those persons who were there, the Simonettes and even one of us who owned Bahamas Ways, even the Garden
these
Radio,
people own everything.
I got an award, and now they be assisting me in my endeavors in the grandstand community. Like Bahamas Ways, for instance, they support me.
Yeah,
So you see the connection?
Nice people, man.
Very nice people, I want to give a shout out to all Rotarians, especially the Rotary Club of East Nassau, around the world. They're a fantastic organization. I think that they has done us many, many good service in this country. So we need to really appreciate the contribution they have been given to us for how many years now they've been in the Bahamas now?
Boy, Rotary, I don't know, but I know long time.
Long
I mean,
time.
before both of us were born, the clubs. Rotary is an old club.
And now, see, they've been pushing in the inner city community. Since I went into Rotary, I noticed they are starting to do a lot of inner city development programs now. They push their emphasis in the inner city community.
Yeah, and our club, we have a young president, Adrian White, and he's doing an excellent job at spreading Rotary to let people know what Rotary is about, helping out schools. So it's a lot of wonderful initiative. I'm happy to be a part of.
So we have 20 more minutes, so I want to make sure that we reach a wide audience. So I know we have reached a wide audience, but then I want to also let you give some thanks to some persons who might assist you in your endeavors to be successful. You got to say thanks to yourself. You got to say thanks to God, your mom and dad. But I know there's persons along the road who has made contacts with you. They could have been in the Rotary. Could you tell us some influential persons who were in your life in the Rotary who actually helped push you to the next level?
Well, I mean, my parents really, like I said earlier, gave us a wonderful upbringing in regards to principles.
Wow.
And so how to be respectful, and how to just appreciate life.
Yes, sir.
I like to
No,
have
sir.
fun.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Just how to appreciate life, because right now I know where I came from, and so I can appreciate the things that I could do now so much more. So and then I was blessed with the talent. I acknowledge that God has given me this talent, and
you're utilizing it to your full potential.
yeah, and so I'm forever thankful, and I never forget that. I never let it get to my head. And so people be like, well, I expected you to be different all the time. I get that. I'm like, what do you mean?
Different.
Like, in terms of
famous.
They don't think that I'm a person that could be approachable or you could talk to, because they probably think that because I'm with these influential people, then
you change. No.
And then they ask, well, why? And the reason is because I'm thankful and grateful to have the opportunity. I'm thankful that you, Valentino Brown, wish to talk to me about my story. That's just amazing to me.
Yeah, I met you in Miami when we were traveling, and I always said to you that I was going to get to you, right?
Yeah.
Because I told her, I said, Annie, that's the celebrity artist, And she said, who was that? I said, that's the guy who's, And she said, oh, yeah, I heard about him, right? And I told you, said the one we was in Miami Airport.
Yeah.
And
Bahamas to beat Miami Airport. Bad.
Yes, so it was quite amazing. And I always would want to have you in studios. But I was always amazed, the fact that when I saw you, I said, wow, this young man is going places, And I see that he take the opportunity to prepare himself, because even though you get the way you are, you also said you're refining yourself. You're always practicing. So what would you want to say to persons out there? Just say, okay, from my experience, I watched the game of basketball, and I watched players like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I know about Jordan, but these guys refine themselves. Kareem played 19 years in the NBA, but then he always was to practice, even though he's a veteran. So what I'm saying to you, what I'm saying to the listening audience, you have to keep on refining yourself, keep on getting better.
Keep practicing. You can always improve. I mean, whether it's speed, technique, using new materials. I've drawn with everything. I've had a few evolving years where I've done drawings in makeup. I did some pancake.
I saw the makeup
artwork.
one. So,
Yeah, it was just sometimes you just get so bored, and for me, I just need to channel my creative direction somewhere else, and that's when I embark on doing these crazy things.
because when I watch it, right, there's so much different artistry like popping up out of the blue now. Something in the sand. I mean, the guy is so amazing in the sand. Then someone did it with the chalkboard, and then the guy did it with just with the coloring, and
Yeah. So I mean, and it's beautiful that you can create something as an artist, something from your heart, something from your soul, something from your mind.
you work for a company, you work for yourself.
Yeah, I'm a self-employed
You're
artist.
self-employed.
And I'm editorial cartoonist at the Tribune.
So you're self-employed, and you're working
with the Tribune.
Awesome.
So yeah, I mean for.
I also don't mind. I also see the newspaper.
Right.
I know that's you.
I
used to
said
get rid
the
of,
news,
but just put it together though. You can't like sip.
Yeah, well, that's another part of my life that as
You being creative for that also.
yeah, because it's more than just the craft of how you draw. You gotta
Make the people laugh.
make the people laugh. Gotta be something that's a hot topic. Gotta be newsworthy. Then you gotta understand libel and all of that. So it's an interesting job because some people like it, and then sometimes a lot of sides of people. That person who the joke on a lot of times. I have to face that person, man.
Yeah.
I drew somebody in the papers the other day, and it was so big, it was all over WhatsApp, and I went on the plane, and that's the first person I saw on the plane. And I had on mask and everything, and they said, "Hey, that's Jamal Roll," because I walked straight past, straight, my face straight. I look in the other way. "Hey, that's Jamal Roll. You can't draw me in the paper like that, man. Why you do me like that? Don't like that, man." I said, "Wow, I didn't want. Hey, listen, I didn't want to lock up in the plane bathroom." Tell her.
But he like it though.
Yeah,
Don't mind.
he
that.
like it, he
'cause
like
that
it. Right.
That make you popular.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
said, "Look at you,
Yeah.
getting on when you."
He said it jokingly,
Yeah,
but
he
you know. So
Yeah,
it's good to be able to
You're doing something good.
impact the nation. It's because so much times we pick up the newspaper and see killing and the
Yes.
sad part. I like to be that spot in the paper that,
Yeah, positive.
that make you laugh.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
have something that you can
Yeah.
laugh about and still get some news from. And so
That was good.
yeah, it would work out. And so but for the past like 20 years I've been self-employed, and
How much years?
like 20 years.
Hold on. I've been working on going with 30 years. And we still blessed.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you could
man.
actually transform yourself where you can make yourself self-employed,
Yeah.
But you are a
Listen.
business owner because you have something to offer. You are an artist, and
Yes.
you have expertise, and you're a professional,
Mm-hmm.
and you're famous. So you use that, and you also advertise. So that's
Yeah,
why you get so
yeah.
much clientele, because when you do a good job, just say if I'm a painting house and I do a good painting job, that person who I paint the house with, if the price is reasonable,
Mm-hmm.
I have done a good job with my communication with he or she who owns the house. They turn me on to their cousin
Yeah.
turn me on to somebody else, and I get turned on to England, I get turned to Russia. I get to embark to the Bahamas, Jamaica. That's how it's happening for you now.
That's how it works, and that's a part of building a system of, when they said like, the business acumen, putting those things in place, so you could be at a level where everybody can see you, everybody know your work, and I always do my work to the best of my ability, so you would always see the highest level of work if Jamal rolls on it.
You can imagine yourself now, have 13 siblings, mother and father, wonderful, wonderful parents, teaching you the basics about life struggles and how to be a decent human being. You could imagine now transforming from there to actually get invited to Dubai. It's to be on a Dubai balcony.
Nice. Emirates plane, nice.
Huh?
The Emirates airline, VIP Emirates, nice.
What kind of
First
food
class.
and wine? What kind of food and wine? They get,
Whatever it is.
What?
Yeah, I mean it's good experience. Dubai has opened my eyes to, just thinking futuristic. Whenever it's just at another level with almost everything.
I hear they're technically advanced, like how Japan is between them two.
Yeah, that was good. And then
Virtual reality, police robots, all kind of stuff. I hear what's going on over in Dubai.
And then I went to visit Atlantis. I said, you gotta see Atlantis.
Atlantis over there?
Yeah. And then I went to the desert and rode camel and do all the tourist stuff.
How the camel feel? Camel? I thought, how the camel feel?
Yeah, it's different. I used to ride for kicks now.
It's a real class.
Yeah, man.
But you deserve it.
Yeah, man. I had was wrap up with turban and then doing crazy
Awesome.
tourist stuff because
Awesome.
I'm like
Aladdin.
Yeah, I'm like I'm this far to be experienced the real thing. So it's good to be able to enjoy life as an artist.
Wow. So you got you found your genie and you got your 3 wishes.
Yes, see that Aladdin.
Yes. You got your wife. I know you're taking care of your mom and dad, and you get your 2 girls.
Yeah,
man. And that's your 3 wishes when you find Aladdin, though. The jar.
Yeah,
We're gonna take this last call. Can we take this last call? Caller, you only got about 2 minutes, so please go ahead. Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Yes. Good night.
Hey, Scrooge.
Hey.
What's the gentleman's name is Jamal Rose?
Man, that's our big superstar, man, Jamal Rose.
Yeah, but some people you just work so hard. Sometimes you
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
but I remember the newspaper. That's him.
Yes, sir.
Man, let me hear you something. What about the cartoons, man? You never thought a character make up your character? I mean, the cartoons, because I know what I'm hearing right now, it ain't sound like no Bamian. so what I'm saying is, what about the cartoons, man, when you could do that?
Yeah.
Like a little cartoon.
A cartoon series.
Huh?
You mean like a cartoon series, something on
Yeah,
TV?
you could do Scrooge. Scrooge as a gang, let Scrooge tell his story. You know what I mean? And have him as a gangster. You know what I mean? A lot of the things.
Gangster cartoon.
Like, you have a lot of good ideas.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Like I say, get into that cartoon, man.
Thank you, man.
Scrooge, yeah, meditate. You far, and I'm glad I hear you because, like I said before, we have a talented nation.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
And whoever Scrooge, you ain't need no super spiritual advisor. You understand me? He's a nerd.
This is powerful.
Yeah, he's a gangster nerd.
Yes.
Now he changed your life.
Yes, sir.
But like I said before, I listen to him. I enjoying this.
Yes.
You're making me laugh too much.
Because he get me laughing. The guy's genuine. You could tell his poison spirit. His spirit. Jamal has a spirit, and I think he inherited that from his mom and dad. They have a calm spirit. You think that's why the blessings of God is on him and his family, and the sky's the limit for you. I want to congratulate you for being a real ambassador for us as a country. I want you to know that many persons in the country who are listening now are really amazed at your success. And the success that he made, you also can make in many different fields. We have Chris Brand, we have Pauline Davis, we could go Sinead Ferguson. We have so many different things that persons we can reflect on, like what Jamal is saying. Even Dubai, when he talked about Atlantis, certain part of Dubai is designed like the Bahamas. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
Exactly. That's a
Am I correct?
replica.
It's a replica of our 700 islands,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that Dubai, Atlantis, Dubai is a replica of the Atlantis here.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, but they still ain't doing as good. They couldn't touch us.
They
Still.
can touch us still.
Don't care with their technological advancement. Something with our nature and our water. It's just that's God creation. You can't duplicate that.
Of course, and I'm not gonna end it like this. And I can give a reference to that. They say the Bahamas has the best air quality in the world.
Yeah.
Then we had the astronaut who looked down from space, and he was up there for over 365 days or more. And he gave a description. He said the most beautiful place. I mean, the Earth spin. You can imagine the Earth spin. He said the most beautiful place. So he had a chance to see the whole Earth as it spins on its axle. And he said the most beautiful place he ever saw in the world was the Bahamas.
Yeah. And every time I travel, I always enjoy it for a while, but I gotta come home. I can't stay for a week. I can't.
3 days, I gotta be back.
Yeah,
I don't care how much money I get.
Yeah, it always
3 days.
I mean, because I remember I was in New York and I went in this elevator. This is a huge elevator, and I said good night. And man, listen, people look at me like I was a terrorist, and that's how I remembered. Oh, I'm not home, not in the Bahamas. I'm in New York, because people don't tell you good night and all of that. They so certain things about us, I think we're definitely the nicest people in the world, and it's I'm proud to be a Bahamian. A lot of people believe that I live abroad. For some reason, they always ask if I'm here all the time. That'll be the number one question. You and I live home. I don't foresee me ever not living in the Bahamas, because the type of work I do could afford me to travel and be back home.
But not to be offensive. What doesn't matter where you're living, because you have earned your way into the society. So I'm not saying nothing offensive.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, because you have earned. So you have a choice to pick and choose whatever you desire. But no offense to nobody. I'm just saying that naturally.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the decision.
some people have a notion that
you get rich, you gotta.
or for you to be at a level, you gotta be foreign. It's just unfortunate that that's the way a lot of people think.
People see me, they saying, just like reference, they're saying, I get all this money and all this stuff. Let me give them a good example. If Valentino Brown Scoochie get all this money, I deserve it. You know why I deserve it? Because I went out there and I make it happen. But that's not the case. It's just the reality of how we
But
think
the
about
disclaimer,
money.
that's not the case. I get you.
You understand?
Me too.
All right.
I like that. People might think I rich, but that let me put that's not the case.
That's not the case, because let me explain this to you. This is the thing about us as a people, and that's why our mindset is different. You want to look at somebody else and watch their achievement. You didn't help them. They try to get you involved. You refuse. Okay, now they become successful. Now that's the problem that you were saying they get all this money. But when you work and you get paid, do you come out on Friday and share anything with anyone? When you get your contract? Well,
School's a lot.
You understand what I'm saying?
Get these people together.
Yeah, you understand? So you better get your priorities straight. You
Don't worry
understand?
with me.
Don't worry with me. Worry about yourself.
With you.
You understand? And that's what we need to get, our priorities straight. You understand? Because it's absurd and it's stupid. Because if a person goes there and try, how you could say and look at him and say, you making all this money. If he making all that money, it's because you watch the guy struggle, now you become successful. Yeah. Now that's the problem. But like I say, when you get paid on Friday, you get your little $300, $400, $500, you go high. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. You ain't doing nothing for nobody. You're going to give to your girlfriend and probably give to your child, right? You ain't trying to help nobody else. But it's a problem when you see somebody else. And this is where our priorities need to straighten out. You know, we could talk about the gangsters and all that. No, forget about the gangsters. I'm talking about us as individuals who pull down one another. We watch one another and pull down one another. It's not that in the world. The world you got it involved with when you went to the Rotary, you could see how they connect together. They network. Mm-hmm. And that's something I learned. And that's why I'm so successful now, because the people who I deal with are people from Life-Iki, people from Rotary, people who have a different, they are Bahamians. And even if they're not Bahamians, we're working together to come up with a comprehensive plan. And the thing is, they never treat you unfairly. They never say things behind your back. They try to correct themselves when they speaking to you. And if they make a mistake, they'd apologize. Ourselves need to take a look at ourselves, and we need to learn something. You know, we need to learn.
Yeah, man, I agree.
You
I
see-
agree.
Remember you said you learn when you get around, you learn off the business people, not make you business minded. If you wasn't business minded, as much talent you had, you want to be being a successful.
No, I could really say that for a fact that helped me to get to the next level because you have a lot of amazing, brilliant artists out there who do some good work, but probably haven't achieved the success that I've achieved because I've put the business acumen in place.
Wow, I'm so proud of you, and you're going to continue to climb. You get yourself out of the gutter. You're going to continue to help your family. You're going to help you can help who wants to be helped. See, again, there are a lot of people out there want help, but some of them, you understand? You got to help those who want to help. Someone passing something to you, reach your hand out to receive it and pull it in. Reach to receive it, and when you receive it, you pull it in. So you're still waking. You reach, you grab it, and then you pull it in, and then you continue, you know, and that's why I've been so successful. And I've learned so much over the course of my life, you know, coming from a past of living a life of, you know, just a neighborhood like yourself, and now I'm able now to dictate my life. I know what mistakes to do not make, and basically I'm not gonna make no mistakes going forward in my life. You understand? Because the mistakes I made before has corrected me,
You learn from that.
and I learned from my mistakes. So I just want to say to all those who are listening, inspire to be great. Don't inspire to become famous or become rich. Those things will be added to you. See, that's why Jamal is getting the way he is, because see, fame came because he keep on working at it. It was not given to him. It was not given to him on a silver platter. He worked himself from school, from that primary school when he just picked that pencil up and that paper. God put it there. If he didn't have the energy and the mindset to pick that up and to do that one sketch and then start running the role, even though you're getting a whooping, you'll never become who you are today. Nothing is handed free. Fame is earned. Michael Jackson earned his fame. You understand? Michael Jordan earned his fame. They had to go to primary school. They had to go to junior high school. And what they did, they had to practice. They had to train. And then they had the mindset that I'm better than the rest. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's something that's deep within all of us. And I just implore you to find that, work at it, take it to the next level.
Awesome.
You will be a success.
Awesome, Amanya. I know you're not going to comment on this, but I just want to say this. I'm really proud of the Prime Minister because now he's understanding that there's a wide majority of Bahamians in this country who you can't make COVID-19 mandatory. You get the hotels, some of the hotels saying they're not asking their employees to be vaccinated, but the Prime Minister suggests weekly tests for non-vaccinated individuals. That's the right thing to do. We can never take away the Constitution. We have to allow our citizens to make the choice of their own. We can't dictate that to them. You understand? It should be the Constitution stands for each individual, even though it stands for the country. And when we violate the Constitution, we're going to take away our freedom. You understand? The Constitution protects our freedom. It protects your freedom, Jamal, and it protects my freedom as an individual. And then it protects us as a whole. But once one individual freedom is taken away, then it happens to all of us. And no man or no government has the rights to do that. Not in a democracy. It's up to each and every individual to decide. And I think that's a great example for the Prime Minister when he urges employers to encourage workers to get the COVID-19 vaccine. But he also suggests that those who don't have the COVID-19 can also get weekly testing. So that means if you don't want to take the shot, I guess if you're to work and you don't have the COVID-19, your penalty would be that you have to get a swab to make sure that you're not COVID-19 positive. So I think the Prime Minister did a good job of understanding the mistakes and making it right, because that's the right thing to do. You have to also protect the rest of the general public, because yes, there are people getting vaccinated, and there are people who don't want to get vaccinated, and there are people who don't want to get vaccinated because they don't have COVID-19, and they're asking, if I don't have COVID-19, why should I be vaccinated? Okay? And then I think many people are saying that even if you was to get vaccinated, they're still telling you that you have to watch this around because you still could get COVID-19. So this is a real tricky one, but the Prime Minister did a good job of putting all the pieces together. You want to comment on anything before we go?
No.
So, I'm just saying. I can live with that. You see?
Yeah.
Because you got to give the Bahamian people an option. Now, if you have the COVID-19 and you're unemployed, then it should be a requirement that you go get yourself cured or get treatment.
I think that's a good approach.
Yeah, it's a good approach.
To give people that choice.
Give them that choice. Even though some people say, but see, again, I'm not worrying with the COVID vaccine. You know, I'm not leaning to the war, taking away my freedom. See, that's the most important thing. I'm worrying with my freedom.
Yeah.
When I hear mandatory, I don't care what it is. All right. If it's mandatory evacuation and there's a big hurricane coming, I can understand me having the defense force come to my place and telling me that I gotta leave because there's a swell coming, and if I don't leave, then I would be, and they won't come to my rescue. I can understand that, but if you're asking me that, let me make that choice as a citizen.
Yeah.
You want to say anything? We go to your wife, to your mom, to anyone?
I just want to say to the entire nation, thank you for the love and the support that you've given to me. I am humble and grateful, and I will always do my best to be an upstanding citizen, and have a good night.
Yes, and Jamal, I just want to say you're world renowned. You deserve everything you get, and we must remember this guy is ambassador. Some of the places this guy went, we only dream about. The persons he met, like the Pope, that's not even once in a lifetime. That's no lifetime for some people.
Now I'm eating Scrooge. Oh, man, I can retire now.
Yes, man. So I want to say to everyone out there, especially the young girls and young boys out there, think positive, surround yourself with good friends because they're going to give you good advice. Keep your circle small. Always stay positive because we have a Bahamian hero in here. And that's Jamal Roll, our celebrity artist. And guess what? You see that? With all the artists in the Bahamas, why is this young man the most famous? Think about that. You are. There's no one in the country as famous as you are. And you don't even act like you're famous. Just like me, I walk the streets every day barefoot. I walk around the streets. Nothing changed with me. You know why? Because we come from a humble beginning. We never think we better than nobody. And never, ever, whoever on the work site, you're a supervisor, you're a manager, you're a boss, never believe you better than people and take advantage of your brothers and sisters. And I close on that. Okay, so enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the show. Ambassador Jamal Road is in studio, celebrity artist. And I want to thank Garden Radio for having us on tonight. I want to thank our producer, Ali Roll, and all the callers who called tonight. And all of them did well. Raymond, you did wonderful. Everyone did wonderful tonight. And that's what you can become. If you put your trust in God, go through your struggles, you will become successful in life. So good night, Bahamas, and enjoy.
Right between West and Augusta, where them two roads meet, they call it Wilkinson Street. Manners and respect was like a sign blank check. It seems the ones that coming after quick to disrespect. You see, this life in the ghetto never easy. So many hungry days break till it grieve me. But I doing the best I can, trying to turn my dollar to 100 grand. I represent the ghetto people. I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Ghetto. Don't take no back talk, no bribe or no joke. If you find fire, you definitely find smoke. Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Bintan, I say up and running. Charlie Brown say my show boy don't ever give in. 7 years of farm and watch the crops them coming. True they see a humble thing, the lion sleeping. But they ain't for no reason. Only God that I believe in, living. Watch them only passion for a season. God bless, I gon' weed them. I represent the ghetto people. I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Don't take no back talk, no bribe or no joke. If you find fire, you definitely find smoke. Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. bro.
Ah, my son, that boy, what happened? Huh? Straight to the main town, boy, from main town. Where you using me, even? Oh, look. Again?
I represent Bahamian people. I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up main town, bro.
What?
Boy, I from main town, bro. Don't take no back talk, no bribe or no joke. If you find fire, you definitely find smoke.